Market Watch asks, do Roth IRA conversions still make sense with the passage of the GOP tax law? If you're unfamiliar, a Roth IRA conversion is a specific strategy where you pull existing money out of a traditional IRA or 401k and pay the taxes on it up front in order to put it into your Roth. This draws a lot of confusion because people generally are aware that you can't contribute new money into a Roth once you don't have earned income. This is different. This is not a contribution, it's a conversion, and so it's treated differently. It's being brought up because, well, let's talk about the basic premise of a Roth IRA conversion. The basic premise is you do it because you believe you will be taxed at a lower rate today than you, or I guess hypothetically your heirs, will be in the future. That's the entire premise of this is, hey, if I can maybe get money out of here at a 12% tax rate to avoid 22 down the road, that's some good math. And that math was pretty easy a few years ago when the current tax rates were, for instance, 10, 12, and 22, but were scheduled this year to go up to 10, 15, and 25, right? You could pretty easily do that math and say, look, by the time I'm retired or by the time I'm RMD age, tax rates are going to be higher. With this new tax bill, it is a lot less clear to me if rates ever go back to those levels, right? The current rates that are being put in here are a pretty permanent lowering of those rates. Furthermore, you have special tax deductions for folks over the age of 65 now, and that's another curveball because, right, if you're doing your conversions at 62, now you have to do a more complex formula to figure out what your tax rate is going to be at 75 because there's more tax benefits to you at 65 now than there were previously. The other near impossibility is figuring out which of these tax cuts are going to stick around and which ones are going to go away because a lot of these are new ones are due to sunset over the course of the next 3 years. I think, like with many other things, financial planning, my conclusion is, yeah, Roth IRA conversions still, in many cases, make a lot of sense, but not as many of them as 3 months ago before this tax bill was passed. That is my general conclusion, is there are fewer people that this is going to make a lot of sense for than there were last year because of these changes to the tax code. And you don't want to put yourself in a position of overpaying in taxes now just to avoid lower tax rates down the road. That doesn't make sense. Clearly, this is a bit of a unique situation and is customized for each individual, but it's gotten more complicated now, I think, is just my general conclusion. Because tax rates will now diverge so significantly once you're over 65, that new standard deduction is a lot bigger. Because of the new state and local tax deductions caps that are in place for the next few years, you do really have to cross your T's and dot your I's before you embark on one of these strategies that have become immensely popular over the last few years. They have been, like, this is the main tool that I feel like financial advisors go out there and tout these days is, oh, we'll change your life because of Roth conversions. My answer would be, beware. Unless you're firmly in the camp of, I really believe that tax rates are going to go through the roof over the course of the next 30 years, that'd be a good reason to convert money into Roth if you were really convinced of that. But facts haven't been in evidence. Generally speaking, tax rates have moved down over the last 30 years and not much in the way of reversals on all